Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get right into your reading. Today we'll be using 3 different tarot decks to really get into what's been going on in your connection. Can we please gain insight into what's been going on in your connection? What are the energies? What has been happening? Can we please gain insight into what's been going on in your connection? Okay, so we have too many, so we're just going to take these 5. So we have the 8 of Swords. We have the 8 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 9 of Wands. So with the 8s and 9s that are coming up, this is really indicating the end of a cycle. An end of a cycle that is happening in your connection. So whatever you were experiencing recently is now like coming to a close. So it's perfect timing. It makes sense. We're coming to the end of the year. And so with the end of the year, it's like the energies are closing out the cycle that you've been experiencing. So you may have been experiencing feelings of being stuck in this or trapped in a situation. It could be like you felt imprisoned in something, and this was really being reflected in your connection. Either you may have been experiencing these feelings, or your twin flame was experiencing feeling trapped or imprisoned and not really seeing a way out. So as this cycle is coming to an end, it's really about taking off this blindfold and seeing that there was this, I want to say, not escape, but there was an exit there the whole time. Like there was a door there and it was open. You just couldn't see it because you had blindfolds on. So this cycle that's coming to an end was really about the mental state that you or your twin flame were in, and seeing like limitations, seeing things as like just as they were, and there was no way out of the situation. So a lot of this was really you were kind of like stuck in this thought pattern of how do I get out of this? Even if it's like, how do I get out of this twin flame connection? How do I feel like I'm stuck in this situation that I can't free myself from. So whatever the case, whether it was your actual connection that you were wanting to be free from, or another situation or relationship, this is now coming to a close, and thank God, because I just even feel for myself like 2021, it was a lot of like challenging lessons, and it just felt like this year was never ending. And I thought like 2020 was the year that never ended, but even much more so 2021 just felt like, okay, like there's just no escaping having to face things and having to confront ourselves with the truth of what's going on. So we may have been running from this truth for a long time, and then we were kind of trapped in this mental state of having to look at things and not seeing a way out or not seeing a solution. And with the 8 of Pentacles, I want to say that it took everything within you to manage your emotions. And it took a lot of I won't even say skill. It took a lot of effort to maintain some kind of balance, because it was feeling like very rigid, like things weren't moving forward. So with the Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing here that there was, I'm getting like you were wanting to create something that you had envisioned, like you had this vision of how you saw your connection, and you were really wanting to create that, and you wanted your twin flame to be a active part in creating this connection that you saw. Like you saw a vision, you had a vision of how things could be. And what I'm seeing here is with the Nine of Wands, that it was difficult because you felt like you were carrying the load, that you were just doing all the work, and that they weren't actively participating or actively contributing to your connection. So with the Nine of Wands, it was just like this heavy feeling, and not feeling like you were really supported. Like it just felt like you were doing it all on your own. So it felt like you weren't having much success in taking this connection forward. And then with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is one of my favorite cards because it's a card of wish fulfillment, wishes coming true. And what I'm really seeing is that with this ending of this cycle, with the closing out of this cycle, Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. So even though maybe this entire year didn't really seem like things were moving forward in your connection, I am seeing that like this Nine of Cups like trumps everything else, especially because we're closing out this cycle. And what this is really indicating is that the wishes are coming true, that you are manifesting what you want. It just may not be coming in at the speed that you want it. It may not exactly look like you thought it would look. Because sometimes the universe delivers to us what we want, but in a different form. So, say for example, you're wanting your twin flame, you're wanting the love of your life. And the universe is hearing that you're wanting more love. So maybe this year was spent on caring for and receiving love from someone else, or from a loved one, family member. Maybe it was about healing your relationship with yourself, rediscovering that how it is to fall in love with yourself. So maybe you didn't get your twin flame at this particular time, but you discovered a relationship with yourself. So the wishes were coming true. The wishes are still coming true. And it just may seem in a different way than what we anticipated. So it could even be, I just want to be comforted by my twin flame. I want to feel their arms around me. But instead of that, maybe, you started feeling better physically, and you started having, taking better care of your physical body. Maybe you took on some better, healthier habits. In that sense, you were receiving love from yourself. So it's often hard to make these connections because you're like, all I want is my twin flame. I didn't get that. I know. And it's more like the universe leads us in directions on our journey so that we can discover things for ourselves. And, we're not often shown, like, oh, this is how it happened, because it will keep happening. Things will keep evolving that will bring you closer and closer to what you truly want. So union is on its way, but before we achieve that union with our divine counterpart, we must learn how to be a present partner to ourselves, how to be more attentive, more present, and, having all these cups of love were you pouring love into your own cup. So even if, for example, it was moving to a different city because you needed that change, that move was for you. If it was a change in a job or career or, focusing on your business, that was the universe guiding you to give that love to yourself that you were so wanting from your twin flame. Because a lot of the time we look to another person to solve the problem. So if we're feeling lonely, we want a twin flame so that we don't feel lonely. But the universe is really guiding us to learn how to pour love into our own cup. So whether that was with health, moving, job, career, healing other relationships in your life, healing the relationship with yourself. This was all the universe giving you what you wanted, which was love and attention and presence, but it was you giving it to yourself. Or it could have been in another relationship that you were receiving that attention that you wanted or that help that you needed. So this cycle that is closing is really about you receiving what you wanted, but in a different form. So you wanting twin flame union, but the universe showing you how to really fill your own cup of love first. So I can't wait to see what else is coming up, because, starting off with the 9 of Cups is really a positive indication that 2022, we're already going into it with fulfillment. So this is like not only wishes coming true, but things that you've been wanting for a long time. The energies are much lighter now that you're able to actually receive what you want. Because when we're stuck in this energy of like heaviness, right? So we're trapped, or we feel stuck in this energy, and it just feels like we haven't been achieving that success that we want. That's all coming to an end. So the energies now are much lighter so that we can easily attract more of what we want. And when we attract more of what we want, what happens is we gain that inner confidence. Like, yeah, I'm a badass. I can make things happen for me. I can create my own happiness. And as we experience all of these successes, it's like you're a magnet for twin flame union. So I'm really loving that. And it's so exciting. So let's continue on and gain more insight into your twin flame connection. Can we please gain insight into where your twin flame is at? Where is your twin flame at when it comes to your connection? Let's try that again. These cards are so slippery. Where is your twin flame at when it comes to your connection? Where is your twin flame at? We want to know. Because we're closing out cycles. So that is amazing. Okay, so we have the Star card. We have the Temperance card. We have the, I want to say this is the Ten of Cups. No, this is the Nine of Cups. I don't have my glasses on. And we have the Ace of Wands. And we have the, is this the Seven of Cups or Eight of Cups? This is the Eight of Cups. Okay, so where your twin flame is at is like they're feeling this intense energy, so they may be like hiding away, because like the Star card is a card of healing, and a lot of the times when we're faced with, when we're confronted with things and we realize that we have to change our ways, when we realize we have to heal, a lot of times we don't want to. You know, like it's a lot to have to unpack things and look at them and face them and, you know, deal with it. So your twin flame may be feeling these intense energies as both of you are healing. They may be running from this healing. But what I'm also getting is that this could be indicating that because it's an end of a cycle, they are ending, running away. Because with the Temperance card, the Temperance card is about an awakening, and it's like balancing what was out of balance. So if they've been spending most of the majority of time running from this connection, the universe is like, say they're running in this direction, the universe is picking them up, and then so they're running in another direction towards healing, towards union, towards what they didn't want to face. So the universe is really stepping in, kind of shedding light on, you know, you cannot hide anymore. You can run, but you cannot hide. So they may be ending that running, because again, it's this end of a cycle that's happening. Because with the Ace of Wands is about a new beginning. And like the universe stepping in to offer you assistance with what has been troubling or difficult or challenging. This is a new beginning. So both you and your twin flame are being assisted by the universe. The universe is coming in to offer you this brand new start, these brand new energies for a brand new start. So again, I feel like no matter where your twin flame is at, whether they're still running or they're hiding or they're not communicating, what I'm seeing is with the Nine of Cups is that it's another Nine of Cups as we had earlier. So it's wishes coming true. Their deepest desires are coming true. The universe is stepping in to lead them to how to do that. The universe is showing them like this is time for a new beginning. And when both of you are in this energy of fulfillment, like having your wishes coming true. So if they're really working on their finances, or their career or job, or they've been really wanting to improve their health, they're going to have success in this. And that fulfillment and the fulfillment that you're feeling is going to cause you to be magnetized and pulled together. Because when there is this feeling of like failure or not feeling successful or confident in life, it really keeps twin flames in separation, because union can only thrive on high vibrations, unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness. Everything else will just pull you into separation. So in saying that, I want to add that it's very natural that when twin flames meet, they get pulled into separation to work on whatever needs to be worked on, to release the past, to heal the past, which is what the star card is, to let go of what no longer serves you. So maybe that's addictions, codependencies, unhealthy habits. Twin flames must go into separation to have time out to work on those things. Then that cycle ends and twin flames start connecting again, getting into union, experiencing bliss. And sometimes because, old habits are still there, like running, chasing dynamic, twin flames again go into separation. So now we're in this cycle of this running and chasing cycle ending, because with a double 9 of cups, come on, this is double wishes coming true. So this is like win-win for both of you. And if it's not yet in the sense of like actual union, it's success for both of you in other areas of life, which will eventually bring you to union. So they're doing their inner work, or the work in which they can grow and learn from, the work that they need to do, that they need to face, that they need to heal. Because again, the universe is really stepping in and intervening, causing an awakening in your twin flame, bringing in this new energy, feeling like this passion for a new beginning, maybe passion for something they want to do, whether that's career or whether that's being with you. This passion is reawakening within them. So I really love seeing this, because now I'm seeing that because it's ending of a cycle, it's ending of this runner chaser. So the more that we're aware of when this happens, the easier it is to stay out of that cycle and not go back in it. Because it's one thing to end, this is coming to an end, but then imagine for months on end, or even years or decades on end, one of you was the runner, one of you was the chaser, and that just became who you were. It just becomes habit. And so it's good to know when this is happening so that you recognize it and you don't go back into that cycle. So I love that, going into the new year, things are going to feel different. Your twin flame is definitely going to feel different because they're having this awakening and this new fresh energy. So I just love seeing, as I mentioned, the Nine of Cups is one of my favorite cards, and having it show up twice for you in this reading means going into the new year is going to be incredible. So stay excited. like it's almost like you're going to be on the edge of your seat because you can almost feel it. You can feel the energy around you, surrounding you, inside you, of success and wishes coming true. So that is amazing. So let's gain more insight into what are some of the challenges that we're still being faced with, that what are some of the blocks that are keeping you in separation. Can we please gain insight into what are some of the blocks that are keeping you in separation? Okay, let's just take 2 more. We have the Page of Cups. We have the, I can't even read that, Knight of Pentacles. Is that what that says? Yes, Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands again. And we have the 5 of Swords. So this can look like a scary card. And what I tend to see is like fighting the demons, fighting the dragons, slaying the dragons. But I also, this can be read as a victory card. So this could even be fear of success, fear of actual union. As much as twin flames desire to be together and are drawn together just because through laws of nature you're drawn together, there's a fear that is still holding you back. Because with union comes some major changes in your life, in your lifestyle, in your social aspect, or even with regards to family. When you come together with your twin flame, that's like you've shifted into a completely new reality than the one that you're living in now. And change is always scary, especially for the inner child. Children feel traumatized when big changes happen. Even like changing, when kids have to change schools or move to a different city, say goodbye to their friends, try to make new friends, like that's all traumatic. And that's still traumatic as adults. It is. It can be, although adults have a better way of hiding it and possibly dealing with it. But change is very scary. So the fear of change is what is still energetically blocking you from coming into like real union. So you're having to battle some of your fears and your insecurities. And a way we can do that is through assisting the inner child to let go of those fears, because they really stem from your childhood experience and it just becomes a pattern. So as a child, when you had to move, or when you had to go to a new school or move to a new city, make new friends, that trauma is still playing out as a pattern because it hasn't been healed, it hasn't been dealt with. The feelings of trauma and fear are still there that the inner child remembers like it was yesterday. So the inner child will really put on the brakes so that no big changes happen. So it's really, the fear is really stemming from your inner child. And then we have the Ace of Wands. And you know, again, we had the Ace of Wands here. And this, I want to say, is what's blocking you is fear of this new beginning. So with the new energies, it's like you can feel that things feel different. Like everything looks the same, but it feels different. And it's that fear of, well, I want things to stay the same. It's that fear that's stemming from the fear of your inner child that is reluctant to have a brand new beginning, because as with Ace of Wands, like with this new beginning, there's like, well, how can I trust that I'm going to be okay? With that fear comes, you know, this fear of, am I going to be okay? Because everything feels different. And your inner child is like, I don't want everything to be different. I just want everything to be the same, because when it's the same, I'm safe. So again, it's like these fears that you're just trying to battle and keep at bay. But they will keep coming up because that energy is within us, and it has to be dispelled. It has to be released. It has to be like let go. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I want to say, like, this person is being really methodical, or really like thinking things through. The Knight of Pentacles, that the energy of the Knight of Pentacles is one of, like, it's the slowest moving energy. So it's more like the block is wanting to take things slow, not rush into anything. Like taking a long time to decide and then take action. Because this can apply to like any area of life, any decision that has to be made. You're kind of like not wanting to make the decision, because once you make the decision, you're going to have to stick with it and then do something. So this, I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles is like not wanting to make that decision, because then you don't have to commit to anything. Things can just stay the way they are. And again, this is like still stemming from that inner child fear of not wanting things to change. Because even though, say, this year, 2021 or 2020, has been very challenging, a lot of things have changed, the inner child saying, I can't deal with any more change. I can't deal with all of a sudden things happening and things changing and not knowing what to expect next. I can't deal with any more of that. So the inner child is really delaying you so that you don't make any decisions, so that you don't have to take action, so that you don't have to move forward. And then we have the Page of Cups. So I'm also seeing here, like, there's this when it comes to your connection, you don't really want to like offer anything until they offer you something like tangible. Like you're not going to open your heart or really like be vulnerable with your feelings. You're not going to be really honest about how you feel until they make the first move. So again, this is like has inner child written all over it, because the inner child is like not wanting you to make any movements towards your connection, and so is convincing you to want your twin flame to do the work and maybe to chase you or convince you. So it's really, this energy is keeping this connection at a standstill. So it's really about helping the inner child to let go of all of these fears that are really keeping you from moving forward, not just in your twin flame connection, but in other areas of life too. Because that fear keeps us stuck so that we feel safe. And it's just like we create this prison. We create this energy of the Eight of Swords. It's our own self-imprisonment, from our own thoughts, which come from our fears, which come from our inner child. So these are some of the blocks that we need to be aware of so that you can overcome them, so that you can recognize when you're fearing moving forward, and you can be like, okay, well, I can feel the fear and do it anyway. So these are just some of the energetic blocks that need to be healed and released. So let's get some love messages from your twin flame. Love messages from your twin flame. What are the love messages from your twin flame? Love messages from your twin flame. Because we want to know. Love messages from your twin flame. Hold on. The thing about when these cards fall, it's like sometimes they go really far and I can't find them. Ace of Swords, the Sun card. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so love messages for you are, they want to come charging in, but they can't. The way they feel about you is that if they could, they would risk it all and they would do what it takes. And what I'm seeing here, there's two knights. So with the Knight of Wands, I'm getting, there's a lot of passion there. They still feel this passion for you. They want to communicate because Ace of Swords is about, big communication. They have a lot they want to tell you. They want you to know that you being in separation or how things happened wasn't just to hurt you or to abandon you or to leave you. They want to explain to you like how it happened or why it happened. They have really a lot to get off their chest when it comes to what had happened. So they've been wanting to come in with this communication for a long time, is what I'm getting. But because the Nine of Pentacles is here, they're saying that they weren't sure how you felt. It's like after all this time, you were probably saying to yourself, is it still worth it for me to even want to be with my twin flame? Like, is it really worth it after all this time and nothing's really changed on the outside? That's what they were feeling. Like, they don't know. They would have come in sooner, but they were getting all the signals from you that it was over, or that they really messed things up, even though they were getting messages from the universe like not to give up. They were feeling like you had given up. So that's why they weren't really able to, come rushing back, because they came to realize what, like, how upsetting things were, and they didn't know how to come back. So with the Six of Cups and the Sun card, the Six of Cups is like they're coming back. They almost don't have a choice, and they want to bring back what they know is there, and not just from this lifetime, but from lifetimes before. They want to bring back that peace and harmony between you. Your twin flame wants to offer you an apology, wants to make things up to you, just wants to have this new beginning, because the Sun card is happily ever after. They're telling you that they want this happily ever after with you, but they just don't know where you're at, because even if you can say, you still love them, but then the next day say, no, I never said I wanted to go back with you. I love you, but this is definitely not going to work. It's been too long. It's been, way overdue, this apology. I'm over it, and I've moved on. So that's where they're kind of at. Like, they're afraid that if they come in charging with this new information, new apology, wanting to make amends, wanting to make things up to you, you could be like, yeah, it's a bit too late. I moved on. And isn't it so tragic? This is what happens in so many twin flame stories, so many love stories, so many movies. It's like, it's too late. You missed your chance. You missed the boat. So that's their worst nightmare. And that's what they are maybe trying to feel out the situation, to feel where you're at, but they're never going to really know, because again, you could say, yeah, I still care for you, I still love you, you'll always have a place in my heart, and then meanwhile, you moved on in another connection. They don't know. So that's pretty much where they are and what they want to say to you. Makes sense. So let's gain more insight into what's coming up for you in your connection. What's coming up for you in your connection? Can we please gain insight into what's coming up for you and your connection? So these three popped out. Oh, goodness me. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Two of Cups. So when it comes to your connection, I feel like shit's going to hit the fan. Like, something is going to happen that is either going to make or break this connection. It's like maybe you're going to have a sudden realization of, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. Or you're going to be picking up on these new energies of a new beginning, and you're going to be like, okay, clean slate. I'm letting go of all of my fears, insecurities, and I'm just going to be done with this. Because when I see the Queen of Cups, you're stepping into your power of compassion and love. You're opening your heart not just to love, but to self-love. That's what I'm really getting with the Queen of Cups, is about, you've come so far just in these last couple of years that things have really shifted in how you see the world, in how you see life, and how you see love, that you're on a path of not only self-discovery, but self-love. So you're not going to stand for any self-imposed negativity. You're not going to stand for anything that's not in alignment with what you truly want. But then we have the Two of Cups, and right there, like, if that's not union, then I don't know what is. That's a reunion right there. So what I really love about this is, like, the energies of what I'm picking up in this reading is like, it's pick your own adventure ending. It's like, pick your own ending to this adventure. You can have it like, I'm done. I don't even care about twin flame connection anymore. I just want to live my life, or I want to move on with someone else, or I want to be single, whatever the case is. Or it could be, I'm not ready yet to let go. I'm still having to deal with my wounds and deal with, healing myself. That could be your pick your own ending. It could be self-love, being a stand for love, putting yourself as a priority, being in this energy of, I'm worthy. I'm all that. I deserve the love that I want. And if I don't see it happening, I'm going to show up for myself that way. And that's an amazing outcome to have. So the third outcome we have is actual union. This is a possibility for you. But guess what? It's all about choosing which ending you want. So I'm hoping for you that you're not going to choose this, because we've been living with this for at least the past 2 years of everything that was going on in the world. Like, we don't need to have to focus on what's wrong. There's no need to focus on what we don't want, which is more misery, more feelings of betrayal, feelings of not being able to trust. Like, we've gone through so much in the last 2 years. Like, wouldn't it just feel better to choose a happier ending for yourself, to choose self-love above everything, even above your twin flame connection? Because once you choose you, this just comes like as a bonus. So this is what is possible for you. This is what's coming up for you in 2022. So please, please, please let this go. We are in no need of creating more of this. These are all swords, by the way. Feeling like all these heavy emotions, like deceit, betrayal, mistrust or distrust, or fear, insecurity, jealousy. Like, haven't we had enough? I agree. So let's choose the happier, pick a card ending. Because with all the energies that are happening, that are surrounding you, that are surrounding us for the new year, like, it's all so positive. Again, with the double 9 of Cups, which is wishes coming true, the double Ace of Wands, which is new beginning. So this is like with the star card, this is nothing but good times ahead because we need it, gosh darn it. Enough already. We're completely done with, what happened in 2020, with what's been going on in 2021. We are done. And it's all about this stepping into the new cycle with the Sun card, with the self-love card, with possible union if that's what you choose. And it just comes as a bonus, as a byproduct, as icing on the cake. It's not even that we have to focus on this, because it automatically happens as your happily ever after pick a card ending. So I really do hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please book your twin flame reading with me while I'm still able to do it. Because you watched to the end, I will also offer you the promo price of $95 rather than $143, which is how much my readings cost. So you please do take advantage of that. And please also take advantage of the Innerchild healing sessions. There are 2 energy healings that are available. They are also on promo for $295. So please do let me know. These healings are designed to target your specific inner child blocks and assist you in energetically releasing them. These healings are based on my own personal work and transformation and healing on my own journey, because I was super wounded up until recently. I was still working on myself, having to deal with, the fears and the shadow side, the shadow aspect. And it's just everything that I've learned. And what I was guided to is to share these healings with other twin flames. And then that led me to putting together this 12-week course, which is available to you as well. So it's really about the steps and techniques on how to come into inner alignment. So that's aligning the inner masculine, inner feminine, and inner child energies to work in harmony so that we can feel more empowered and be our truer selves. Step into that power and stay in that alignment, and then everything else just falls into place. So please do message me on how to purchase the course. Think of it as an investment in your future moving into 2022. It would be my honor to support you on your journey. So again, thank you so very much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. I know that it hasn't been difficult, but I also have complete faith in you. I really do. Wherever you are on your journey, I know that you are uncovering your true self. The you that is just waiting to blossom into the world. And that is my hope for you, is that we all blossom into who we are really meant to be. Because when we are empowered to do that, we empower others and we empower our planet. So again, thank you all so very much for everything that you do. I appreciate you so very much. And so until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.